Hello, third graders. Welcome to our math class. Today we're going to learn how to do multiplications using units of 2 and 3. So let's get started. Here I have two friends, Ethan and Eden, and then they both have some baskets of carrots. However, they have different number of baskets and different number of carrots in each basket. And then they're wondering who has more carrots. So let's look at Ethan's basket. He has 5 baskets, and in each basket there are 2 carrots. Whereas Eden, he only has 2 baskets, but in each basket he has 5 carrots. So who has more carrots? Let's find out here. I'm going to draw some drawing to solve these questions. Let's begin with Ethan. So Ethan has 5 baskets. So I'm going to draw this rectangle to represent one basket, and he has 2 carrots inside. And this is his second basket, third basket, fourth, and fifth. So let's count. Now I drew all 5 baskets. Let's count how many carrots he has in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in total, he has 10 carrots. Then what about Eden? Eden, he has only 2 baskets. However, in his basket, he has 5 carrots inside. So this is his first basket, and here is his second basket. Now let's count how many carrots he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he also has 10 carrots. So now we know that they have the same number of carrots. So it's not a matter of how many baskets they have. It's actually more important to know how many carrots are inside and how many carrots they have in total. So let's move on to the next question. Number 1, it says draw an array that shows 6 rows of 2. Whenever I draw an array, I usually start from the rows. So I'm going to draw 6 rows first. And I'm going to draw 2 dots on each row. Then let's go on to number B. Write a multiplication sentence where the first factor represents the number of rows. So in the first factor, I'm going to write the number of rows, which is here 6. And in second factor, I'm going to write the number of dots in each row, which is 2. So in total, we have 12 dots. Number 2, draw an array that shows 2 rows of 6. Now I'm going to draw my row, but I'm only going to draw 2 dots because that's all I have, 2 rows. And in each row, I'm going to draw 6 dots. And I'm going to write down the multiplication sentence one more time. But for this one, I'm going to put 2 here because that's the number of column. And I'm going to write down 6 because in each row we have 6 dots. And in total, we have 12. Oh, it's very interesting, third grader, because we have the same number of dots, even though we put them in 2 different forms of array. So let's move on to the next question. Here, turn your paper to look at the arrays in problem 1 and 2 in different ways. What is the same and what is different about them? So to do this question, I took a picture of our first problem 1, the answers of our problem 1 and problem 2. So this one is problem 1 and this is problem 2. As you can see, we have 6 rows here and 2 dots in each row. And I'm going to move this array. I'm just going to rotate this way, and I'm going to stop. What do you notice, third graders? Initially, when it was this way, we could not know whether they have the same number of rows or same number of dots. However, when I put it this way, we know that they are the same. So let's move back to the question. Why are the factors? Oh, so let's answer the first question. So what is the same? What is the same? We know that they have the same number of dots. The number of dots. What else do we have? It's asking what is different. They're different because they have different number of rows and different number of column. Number B, why are the factors in your multiplication sentences in a different order? So third grade, do you remember? In our problem 1, we put it 6 times 2 because we have 6 rows and 2 columns. However, in problem 2, we put 2 times 6 because we had 2 columns and 2 rows and 6 columns. So why did we put it in this way? It's because of the number of rows and columns. So we know that whether we put a 6 times 2 or 2 times 6, the answer is the same. Write a multiplication sentence for each expression. So 6 twos. So we know that there are 6 rows of 2, which is 12. However, number B is asking us to put 2 rows of 6. 2 rows of 6, which is also 12. Number C, 7 twos. So 7 times 2, which is 14. And number D, it says 2 times 7, 2 times 7, which is also 14. Number E, 9 twos. So we're going to put the first number first, which is 9 times 2. Number F, 2 nines. 2 times 9, which is both 18. So here, third graders, I want you to understand that it doesn't matter which number comes first. As long as they have the same combination, then we know that the answer is the same. Okay, so let's move on. So here the question says, Isaac picks 3 tangerines from his tree every day for 7 days. Use circles to draw an array that represents the tangerines Isaac picks. So I'm going to use orange to draw the tangerines. And here it says he picked up for 7 days. So I'm going to put 7 rows first, where each row represents each day. So this is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on each day, he picked 3 tangerines. So I'm going to draw 3 dots on each row. Now, number B. How many tangerines does Isaac pick in 7 days? Write and solve a multiplication sentence to find the total. So let's begin with the number of row, which is 7. And then we know that he picked 3 tangerines in each day. So in total, he picked 21 tangerines. Number C, Isaac decides to pick 3 tangerines every day for 3 more days. Draw X to show the new tangerines on the array in part A. So now he decided to pick 3 more tangerines for 3 more days. So I'm going to put X to represent the extra days that he picked tangerine. And number D, write and solve a multiplication sentence to find the total number of tangerines Isaac picked. So now the question is asking, now, how many tangerines has he picked over 10 days? And then there are 2 ways to represent this calculation. And one is, so in first 7 days, he picked 21 tangerines. And we're going to add this with extra 3 days, which is 9 tangerines. So in total, he worked for 10 days, and in each day he picked 3 tangerines. So in total, he picked 10 tangerines. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Sarah buys bottles of soap. Each bottle costs $2. So here is the first soap, and each one is $2. How much money does Sarah spend if she buys 3 bottles of soap? Okay, so I'm going to draw 3 bottles of soap where each one costs $2. So let's add the total amount. So she bought 3 bottles and each one was $2. So in total, she spent $6. Number B, how much money does Sarah spend if she buys 6 bottles of soap? Oh, now she decided to buy 3 more bottles. So I need to draw 3 more bottles. So here is her first 3 bottles. And then she decided to buy 3 more. Now, what is the total amount of money she spent? She bought 6 bottles, where each one is $2. So in total, she spent $12. All right, now it's your turn, 3K. I want you to go on to Seesaw, and there will be some questions waiting for you. I want you to try those questions on your own and make sure to submit it once you're done. So I hope you have fun time doing math questions, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.